How the hell you doing, YouTube? Today we're back with a brand new video. Today's video we're going to be removing this old wooden lintel, putting a new lintel in, but raising it up to 2 meter threshold to get it past building control. Basically, the client, the doorway is too small. The client kept hitting his head, and we're skimming this whole room. So basically, he just wanted us to go ahead and remove the old lintel, raise it, and that's basically what we're doing. So what you see me doing here is I'm raking out the mortar joint. What we're going to be doing is putting a tall boy or a strong boy in here. You'll see in a few minutes. I'll put it in, but we'll rake the mortar joint out. Once it's out, as you see, that's the strong boy. I'm just checking to see is it in far enough. Yeah, so basically we'll rake this out. We'll put the strong boy in. We'll jack it up, and it just holds everything above it, and it allows us to remove the bricks below. As you can see, there's about 4 courses below where I'm going to put it. Underneath the wee box that you see there, the brick actually aren't holding anything. They're just I think it was just being bricked up to sort of, close the space. And the other side in the kitchen, there's 4 courses of brick that's the same. They're not actually holding anything. I probably could have took the brick that I needed out without having to prop it up, but you're better being safe rather than sorry. Even there where I'm propping it, you see there's 4 course of brick, and then it's like a wooden plate, basically another head, and that's what's holding everything up there. As you can see now, I'm just propping it up. I've got it in place, and I'm just propping it up tight, making sure that it has it's up tight enough where once I start to remove brick, it doesn't fall, it doesn't shift or move. As I said, the likelihoods of it doing so anyway wasn't very high, but just better being safe rather than sorry. So now we've got this propped up, we're going to start to remove the brick. The brick was sort of turning to dust. This is a really old house, probably pre-Second World War. And it's old Belfast brick. The mortar joints are just absolutely rotten. As you can see, I'm just poking through them without too much hassle at all, really. So what we're going to do is we're going to rake a few of the joints out, make a space, and then we're just going to start taking one brick out at a time. I'm happy enough that it's supported here because I've actually took the other side out first and checked. I knew the one on the other side wasn't carrying anything, because you could see there was a gap between the ceiling and the top brick, and you could see in, and there was nothing actually sitting on top of the brick. So I took him out first, and then it let me look behind the bricks that I'm taking out, which let me know that they're not holding anything. So I just went ahead, put the strong boy where it is, and started to remove the bricks. I actually had rented 2 strong boys because I wasn't sure exactly what this was holding up, but luckily enough we got sorted. As I say, we're going to be putting 2 concrete heads in here. Just the width, obviously, because it's 2 brick wide. Then we need the two heads side by side, and that's basically it. As you see, I'm just taking these bricks out. They do start to get a bit tighter here under where the strong boy is. Obviously, I'm not sure exactly why, but the mortar was a bit stronger on this side, and it did take a little bit more to sort of loosen everything up. They do come out in the end. So yeah, in the scene here, we've already cut the wooden head. We cut it to get it out, so we just sat in the saw aside. We basically just cut it in half, took one half out and then the other. As you can see there, just above my head, you can see there's actually nothing being held by the brick above there. And so basically what we're going to do next is we're going to build where that head was. It was obviously too small. It was the doorway itself was probably, I don't know, like 1.8, 1.7, something like that there. So what we're going to do is raise it by a brick. I can't remember exactly. I think it's one brick, maybe two. So we're going to get our bricks in place. First of all, you can see me. I've actually already bedded a brick in here, but it's too low. You see, I'm just measuring. It's just slightly too low, so I'll take it out and I will reset it. Everything has to be perfect at this stage. So when it does come to put your head on top of the bricks, then it's not a big deal, because it's easy getting it's easy putting bricks. It's easier putting bricks in than a big heavy concrete head. So we'll get it right here, and then we'll just put a nice wee tight bed of mortar and then the concrete head on top, and hopefully that would be enough. I just wanted to ask everyone, how are you finding? Do you like the videos? I have got a few comments, and we hit the 100 subscriber mark, which is something that I didn't honestly think I would ever do. I'm just wondering, are you happy enough with the kind of contact? The voiceover is sort of what I'm comfortable with at the minute. You know, if someone else working for me, and in this house, the guy, you know, was there as well, so you know, makes it a bit uncomfortable. But as you see now, I'm just measuring, making sure that this brick's the right level, and then I go ahead and I'll start to put the brick in behind it. So as I said, it's two concrete heads side by side. I've done this one. I'm just going to level it out, and then I'll do the one beside it, and then I'll run a level from these two bricks across till the bricks on the other side, just to make sure that the concrete beam is going to be level itself. I'm just making sure everything's right, as I say, because this is the important part for me anyway, because you can do a lot of messing about with bricks, but trying to hold the concrete head up while you mess about with that's not very fun. As I was saying, the channel is growing. We're getting good views. We also have a TikTok where we do post these videos usually a day before they go up on YouTube. I was thinking about starting to break them down. Usually I just speed them up, but I'm thinking of maybe breaking them down and just posting them with 3-minute intervals, and just posting a load of them so that you can watch the full video on TikTok as well. You hear my young fella there shouting in the background. You see, I'm going to be trying to break this brick. I end up getting down and actually cutting the brick, I think, with a hammer and bolster. I sprayed it up here. Yeah, so what you can see here, that we're about two or three bricks low on the other side. And what I like to do when putting concrete heads in is just build it up with the old brick that's there if they're strong enough, and then put an engineering brick underneath where we're going to be putting the concrete head. There's a lot of people probably say it's it makes no difference. Use the old bricks, whatever, but that's just the way that I was shown how to do it. So, you know, there might be better ways, there might be worse ways. It's just how I learned. You'll find a lot in this channel. You may, you know, see stuff that isn't right, or you don't think's right. But it's just how we know. And I'm sure there's probably stuff that you guys do that I wouldn't. You know, I just wanted to know what you think. Like we do a lot. We do stuff like this, like actual building work. We also do the skimming and stuff. We build steel frames. We do install warm wall systems. Just let me know exactly what you want to see, and I'll do videos, you know, on that sort of thing. If you want to check out my social media, I have a Facebook page, but it's just my business page, Surgeon or Plastering, and then we have Instagram, same thing, Surgeon or Plastering on Instagram, and then we'll have our TikTok. I think it's Danny Surgeoner on TikTok, and then our obviously our YouTube channel, which you're watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so, because there's a lot of people that watch the videos that aren't actually subscribed. So what you see here, we've done the bricks on the both sides. I've bedded in the bricks, and we're just going to lift the concrete head up. Didn't really think about it and just try to put it straight into the gap, which didn't work. As you see, it gets stuck on the acro prop here, and we'll have to readjust like so. Once we readjust, then it slides nicely in. These concrete heads were actually a nightmare to cut. They must have been sitting forever because they were like iron. You know, so once we get it in, most people would just leave it there, but because I'm extremely fussy, I wanted to make sure that we had the exact 2 meters. Which meant I measured it so when the beam went in, it would be 2 meters to the beam, and then realised that obviously I have my plaster, because there's no door frame going in here, it's just going to be an opening. So I realised my plaster had to go in, so I had to, you'll see here, I'll bring it's actually just a prop for plasterboard, holding plasterboard up, and just prop it up a little bit, feed a bit of mortar in, do that both sides, and just to get the right height once it's plastered, because even though the building control guy came in and signed this off like the next day before we'd even had a chance to sand and cement, I like to be thorough, and the last thing I wanted him to do was come and measure and say, oh yeah, the opening's exactly 2 meters, but it needs to be 2 point whatever, you know, they allow for your plaster. So just fussy, very, very fussy. So we'll do this one, and then we'll do the one on the other side, which I didn't show you. I wanted to keep the camera in one place. That's my apprentice Carter. At this point, we've installed. You can see there are the two concrete heads sitting side by side, both of them installed, and I have bricked the far side up till the ceiling level. So basically, all I'm doing is bricking this side up now. And I'm not a builder. I'm not a bricklayer. Put it that way. Like, we do building works, but I'm not a bricklayer. So my bricklaying skills are very limited, as you probably noticed from the video. But it's enough to get it done, and which is basically all I need. So we're just going to basically fill in here. We're just going to fill in the bricks that we took out. We've used basically bar. I think we used 10 engineering brick, but the rest of the bricks that we used were the bricks that were originally from the house, the strong ones that didn't crumble with a slap of a hammer. So yeah, that's me putting the last of the bricks now. You see, because it's a tight space, and as I say, I'm not a bricklayer. Other bricklayers will probably have a go at me seeing this, but I do sort of push the mortar into the joints with my fingers, because the space is so limited. When I'm cutting the bricks, I'm just basically using a hammer and chisel, setting the chisel on the top, hitting it with a hammer, making a line, turning it over, doing the same, and it usually breaks in a pretty straight line, which is handy enough. You see here, I've given up on the builder's trowel completely, and I'm putting the mortar bed in just fingers. But yeah, basically that's this video. If you found it helpful in any way, please feel free to hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment, critique, compliment, I would prefer. I hope you're enjoying the videos. As it says, I'm enjoying making them. I'm off for a week next week, but I have 3 videos already shot and just need edited, so won't be missing no videos. They're all of this house. Basically, in this same room, we built a floating fireplace, which I have a video of. And then I can't remember, there was something else. We shot something else, I just can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so plenty of videos coming. If you enjoy, guys, hit the old thumbs up button. Let me know. Check out my social media. Until the next one. Thanks, guys.